I'm back to Tell the Truth channel. Please like, share our content on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and what other content that y'all go on. I appreciate that very much. I am in Jesus and Jesus is in me. All right. I come to talk to y'all about the weight thing. Okay? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the weight. Okay? Now, ladies and mans, okay? Y'all want to talk about big women's, and don't forget mans. It's big mans out there too now. It ain't just big women's. It's big mans out there. Okay? So, since y'all want to always keep on want to throw up the weight thing, let's get on the weight thing. Let's talk about the people that's skinny. Why is they skinny? Let's think about that. Maybe they have a sickness. That could be what it is. Maybe they can't gain weight and they want to, because you know a lot of skinny people do want weight on them and they can't get it. That's true. So they be jealous of the people that do have weight on them because they can't gain no weight. That's what it is. And you know what? It don't have nothing to do with eating. They probably just have a sickness that they can't do nothing about. Because you know, it's some people that try to stop themselves from gaining weight. They put their finger in their mouth and then make themselves throw up because they can't stand the way they look. See, that's what y'all got to think about. So when people have weight on them, it ain't always got to be with, you know, something going on with their body. No. It's just that women's have babies. You know, like we have babies, and when we have babies, some women's blow up, some women's don't blow up. You know, and what's the problem with the man's? Okay, it don't seem like y'all can have any kids. Do it. Nah, it don't seem like y'all can have no babies. So what's the problem with the bellies? Let's talk about that. What's the problem with the belly sitting all over on top of the legs and all that stuff? What's the problem with that? Is it like y'all having, it look like y'all having babies out there? It really does. Y'all carrying a baby, but y'all carrying babies in y'all bellies. But y'all want to sit here and try to talk about women's that's got weight on them. But see, we have a reason for us to have weight. What's y'all problem? What's y'all reason? What is y'all reason? Let's talk about that. What's y'all reason? Why y'all got big bellies walking around thinking that women love the bellies? Let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all the truth. The only reason why women want y'all with bellies because they don't want no other woman looking at you. So they want you to be big and all out of shape because they don't want nobody else looking at you. So long as you walking around with that big belly hanging all over, ain't no woman gonna want you. See, that's what women think. See, now with the woman problem, we can't help for the way we be. See, God made us to bear babies in the world. That's what He did. So we can't help it that when we have children, we gain weight, and some women don't gain weight. You know why some women don't gain weight? Because they starve themselves to death when they pregnant. They starve their babies to death inside their bellies. Because they don't want to gain weight. Because you know why? They worried about what y'all think about them. Why? I don't know. Why? Because a person gonna love you for who you are. If they don't, then they don't want you. That's the point. That's the point right there. A person gonna love you for who you are. If they don't love you for who you are, then that's not the person for you. That's the way it is. If you see the man walking around with a big belly, and that woman, she loved that man with that big belly because she loved him for who he is, not what he looks like. And that's the same thing with a man should love a woman for who she is, not what she looks like. So when you sit there, mans and women's, try to criticize a person on how they look, take a deep look at yourself in the mirror. Look real deep in that mirror. And when you look in that mirror, see what you see in that mirror. Then after you look out that mirror, then look at yourself. And then think about how you try to talk about somebody. Think about that. That's what y'all better think about. So when y'all out here trying to talk about women's that's big or man's that's big, we already know the reason. That's why it don't bother us. We already know the reason. Sometimes it's always somebody got something going on in their body why they can't gain weight. And they wants to gain weight. So they have to talk about other people because they jealous because a person got curves and they don't have curves. They just straight down like a stick. And they want some curves, but they can't get the curves. So they jealous. That's the way it is. So it's mans out here that love big women's. They love big women's better than they do skinny women's. And see, that's what y'all don't think about. Every man don't judge how a woman look. And every woman don't judge a man for how he looks. But y'all got to understand, ain't nobody perfect on God's green earth. We all have flaws and all. And we all go through something on God's green earth. All of us does. Ain't nobody better than nobody else. Just because you probably look good on the outside, if you can go straight into the inside, it's a whole different problem inside of that. A whole different problem. So, don't ever judge the book by its cover because we don't know what's going on inside the inside because y'all always looking at what's out the outside, but it's definitely something going on in the inside always. So y'all think about that. And I'm gonna tell you something else. As long as y'all try to criticize people, just hope to God that you make it to see that person be on this earth longer than you be on this earth. Because if you got something going on with yourself, that means you're not going to be here long enough to criticize nobody else. That's what y'all got to think about. So before you even think about talking about people, like I say, take a deep look in the mirror and see what you see in that mirror. Then think about talking about somebody after you look in that mirror, because you're going to see your true self after you get through looking in that mirror. Thank y'all for listening to me. Jesus love you, Father love you, the Holy Ghost, the angels, the ancestors, and I love y'all. And I'll be back to talk to y'all again soon. Y'all have a good day and a blessed day, okay? Talk to you soon.